Hey Brett, over at Casey's Roofing, this is Chris with J3 Innovation. Appreciate you accepting my offer, taking time out of your day to watch my video, and also thank you for your patience on waiting for this video. And I'm sure you're very busy, so let's hop into it. As you can see, we're on the homepage of your site at caseysroofingsc.com, and I gotta say, you have a pretty nice site here, man. I love that you have your logo here and then you have it clickable. That helps with navigational purposes. When Google crawls your site, they reward you Google points for that, which help your authority and ranking, so good job there. And also having your email clickable and your phone number clickable as well. Those two things being implemented also helps with accessibility purposes, and Google rewards you Google points for those as well. One thing I do suggest that I did not see on here is that you guys don't have an actual contact form. I would actually put an actual contact form somewhere here on this page, and also on each and every page, because we do this on every site that we build, and we put a contact form on each and every page of that site. And that also helps with accessibility purposes, and of course Google's going to reward you more points for that. So that's one thing that I do suggest. But other than that, you guys have a pretty great site here. I love how it's laid out. I love how the colors and everything goes well together. And you guys have about 446 words of content in all. I use this tool called Word Counter to find that out. So let's talk about the main factors while we're at it. When you're trying to rank your site and make it beneficial to your business, there are three main factors that go into play, Brett, and they are content, backlinks, and citations. Content being number one, because it is king in the eyes of Google. So you want to have all your ducks in a row, right? And what I mean by that is we found 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the homepage alone, and 500 to 750 words of content on the service pages. It's right around the sweet spot that you want to be targeting when it comes to content in Google. And you also want to have top authoritative and quality content. And you also want to be targeting the best top buyer intent keywords that you can find to draw that traffic into your site and make it more beneficial to your business. So you also want to be beating out your top competitor in that as well. So let's go ahead and hop on over here while we're on that subject and see who they are. I used a roofing company, Sioux City IA. This is one of the best top buyer intent location and niche specific keywords that I could find for you guys. You really don't have a lot of keywords to go off of here in Sioux City, and that's really surprising given that you guys have around 82,000, over 82,000 population. So I was kind of a little stumped on that, but this is one of the top buyer intent keywords that is niche specific. And even though you don't have a lot of keywords that has high search volume, there are plenty more keywords that I actually found that have 0 to 10 search volume. So it's basically around 10 that they get. It's just that the servers that they use and Google uses is really not picking up majority of those searches, and it's not enough for it to actually start to rank them. But you still can go for those, which is going to help boost you over the top competitor as well, because a lot of these guys, they really didn't have those keywords anyway. So let's go check out the top competitor while we're at it. Down here, this is the map pack section. This is where all your citations go. We'll speak on that in just a minute. But this is the organic ranking section. This is where all the ranking goes into play, the content, the backlinks, and citations for your site. And as you can see, Guaranteed Roofing is your actual #1 top organic ranking competitor. These up here are just Angie's List and BBB. They're basically like directories, so they don't count. So these guys are your #1 ranking competitor. And as you can see, we're on Guaranteed Roofing #1. I see with these guys, they're not secure. So having your site secure is already putting you above them in that little mini factor. And as you can see, they have their phone number here, but they don't have it clickable. Having yours clickable also is helping you out as well. And as you can see, they have their site laid out, and they have around 665 words of content, so they're beating you guys. And if you implement what I suggested about, also, they don't have a contact form anywhere. So implementing that, and also implementing what I suggested about the content count and having more authoritative quality content, and actually targeting keywords on your site as well, because these guys aren't, it's going to help you start to crush them in the content factor. It's going to start to boost your site a little bit more. And one thing I do suggest is that you guys also need to target more areas, and I would suggest creating location pages on your site as well to target more areas that's going to draw in more traffic. And let's go talk about backlinks, because that also goes into that factor. So as you can see, this is a tool called Hrefs I use, and it shows the behind the scenes, the metrics, the power of your site. As you guys can see, You have a pretty good amount of trust here, and that's coming from the trustworthy sites, how trustworthy they are. And this is your power. As you can see, you don't really have any power, so you're not getting any backlinks, quality backlinks that is pushing power to your site. You have 13 websites that's sending back 60 backlinks, but majority of them is just trust, like Citations. And there's not really any power coming from these links. And you have 12 organic keywords that you're ranking for, which is bringing you 7 searches a month, totaling in $33 in traffic value, as opposed to your competitor. As you can see, they have a pretty good amount of trust here, and they have a pretty good amount of power. They have 45 websites sending back over 1,000 backlinks. They're targeting 43 organic keywords, which is bringing them only 25 searches a month, totaling in $74 in traffic value. So what we would do here is a method called copycat, where we go find the best quality links that these guys are getting from the best quality websites and implement it to yours. And what I mean by best quality is not all backlinks are created equal. So you have backlinks that's more powerful, you have backlinks that just send trust, you have backlinks that send trust and power. So really, you don't want to focus on this number. You want to focus on the referring domains. You want to have better websites, better quality websites sending better backlinks to your site than these. Once you do that, you'll start beating them out in the backlink factor as well. And also, what I was suggesting about creating more location pages, it's going to also bring up your traffic, because the other areas may have a lot more search and a lot better keywords to target. So having that location page as well is going to push more power to your site, and it's going to power it all as a whole. So that's one thing I do suggest to you guys, is you want to look at more locations and building out different location pages on your site is going to draw in more traffic and bring more power as well. So the last but not least is Citations. All right. As you can see, this is where your citations go. This is the map pack. This is where your Google My Business listing is placed. So basically, this is the Google My Business listing, and you ideally want to be in the top 3, right? Because nobody searches view all, just like they don't go to the second page of Google to find a site or any business. So you got hide a dead body there, right? So basically, you really don't want to be there. Just like here, you want to be in the top 3 ideally, but everyone wants to be the number 1 organic ranking, right? So, well, number 1 ranking in the map pack. So how do you do that? You guessed it, copycat method as well. And we use this tool right here called White Spark to do just that. So we go and use White Spark and with the copycat method to see how many citations these guys have, where they're getting them from. So we go take it from the same place, implement all those citations to yours, and just like in the content and backlink factor, you don't want to stop there. You want to crush them in those factors as well. So after you have all the citations these guys have, you want to add at least 1 to 2 more citation packs that's really going to strengthen your lead and boost you further ahead of these guys and make it really hard for them to catch up with you and start beating you out again. So that's exactly what you want to do. In the content factor, you want to have better content, more quality content, authoritative, more content count than these guys. You want to have better keywords that you're targeting on your site. You want to have better backlinks coming from better websites, and you want to have more citations than these guys as well. And that's all that really goes into it. That's all this in a nutshell, my friend. And I hope that it wasn't too much information for you, Brett. And I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. And again, I appreciate your patience. If you want to speak with me a little further on actually targeting more locations and getting a lot more traffic to your site, making it much more beneficial as well, and how we can help you out with this, here's my information for you to do so. Here's my website, so you can check that out for yourself. My email, which I will be sending this link through, so you can contact me there as well. Or here's my business phone number if you want to speak with me directly. Appreciate your time, man, and have a blessed and wonderful day.